Good morning. My name is Chris Herman. I'm an independent contractor working as a consultant for Hatch, presently working on the Janssen project for HBJV, and I'd like to talk to you about a very special lady, a very special woman who gave me my start in the business. I've been in the business for 43 years, and she mentored me and and it has instilled qualities and values that I carry in my career now and would share with anybody given the opportunity. So let me tell you a little bit about her. First of all, her name is Seclinda Bauer. Unfortunately, she passed away 3 years ago, and she had a career spanning 3 decades as a mechanical layout design specialist, working in metallurgical, process and bulk material handling fields for major Canadian consultants such as Hatch and Kilbourne, Reed Carruthers Industrial Engineers, and SNC. And she came over from Germany post-war in the 50s, and along with her husband, Siegfried Bauer, who was a PhD in metallurgical engineering. And having said that, by the way, she did not at any time really live in his shadow, but rather she established an incredible legacy and an incredible career during a time that the engineering industry was very much male dominated. You know, especially in the 60s and 70s, she had shared with me, for instance, some of the difficulties and hurdles that she had to get over in the 60s in order for her to really establish herself as a respected designer, and especially in leadership, that type of thing. And she achieved it. She really did. And she did it incredibly well. Something that I should point out is that she was able to combine her intelligence and assertiveness with diplomacy and professionalism in such a way that she was able to get through some of those difficult times in a way that really did garner respect and from her peers and colleagues. It was really amazing to watch. So how that relates to me, as an example, was she hired me when I was 19. And I should point out that she was a close friend of the family's, and so she knew me, and she basically saw that I had something that really could be potentially a success in the engineering business. And so she believed in me enough that she gave an irresponsible, wet behind the ears, typically wet behind the ears and irresponsible 19-year-old a chance to work for an engineering consulting firm. This was in 1979. And she took on the role of mentoring me. I worked for her. And let me tell you, this was not easy. She was a tough lady. She took no wooden nickels, and she put me through fire, let me tell you, in terms of actually being able to move forward and to learn. But in the process of that, she actually encouraged me, and in spite of great risk of me blowing it, she kept at it, and I think that I proved her to have made the right decision, I'll say. So what else can I tell you about her? Like I said, anyway, so maybe just going back to that, she instilled qualities and values in me that I carry to this day. She basically taught me that it was important for me to be a continuous learner, that I should be continually improving my work, and that I should work hard. That I couldn't depend on my position, my connections, my network, my social standing, any of those things to determine my career arc. As a matter of fact, what she did say to me was that it would be based on my reputation and the quality of my work, and that the legacy of my preceding work would actually determine where I would work next. And that's not always something that people learn early in the game, that's for sure. She said that she taught me that the quality and excellence of my work, combined with the way I work and collaborate with my colleagues and project teams, would actually earn me a place, not only with the best in the business, but on the most rewarding projects. She taught me, as an example, to notice the art of producing a great project and a great deliverable. That's not something that people would talk about much in the engineering business, but that's something that I had noticed. And she also instilled in me a great hunger to learn. She gave me basically a voracious appetite to learn about everything that I was working on. This is something that I'm really, really grateful for, I got to tell you. And it's still something that I carry with me to this day. As I mentioned, it was a difficult time in the 60s for her to establish herself as a woman, in the engineering industry, but she pulled it off and she did a good job at it. What else can I tell you? I actually wish she was still here. I mean, that there's no doubt that if she was still here, she would be inspiring that next wave of not only women, but the next wave of people in technical industry, in the engineering industry, as an example. And what would I say about International Women's Day? Well, first of all, I just want to tell you that I'm amazed. I'm amazed, actually, that in this day and age there's still opposition, that it's still difficult for women to establish themselves, especially in the STEM fields. This should not be the case. Women should be and must achieve their goals and dreams in this industry, and they're more than capable to reach those aspirations. Let me encourage you to take those steps and work hard. Work hard and produce an excellent product. So I just want to extend my thanks to you for giving me this opportunity, and to just extend my thanks for Sieglinde Bauer, who gave me that chance and helped me establish a career that I'm grateful for to this day. Thank you very much and have a lovely day. Goodbye.